Hello, hello. Welcome to day two of Aligned and Abundant. So, I am trying out a new ring light, and I have to say, I really, really like it. I'm going to actually link it below just because I feel like I get so many people who ask me, like, how do I get a good ring light? And this one was like 28 bucks on Amazon. So, do yourself a favor, just go get it. It is amazing. And it's really cool because it has different settings. The only thing that I did not like is that it doesn't have a plug. You have to use a USB to plug it in. So that's how it's plugged in right now. But I'm really liking it. And it has a phone holder you can screw in. So here we are. And I am just rocking the new shirt, the new makeup. I don't know if you guys can see, I did some brown just for fun. Why not, right? So I cannot wait to dive into this topic today because everything is going to be building on each other. So we talked about focus first. Today is speed and acceleration. Or is it tomorrow? I have to go back and look at the schedule. Module 3 is about power. And then the final day is momentum. Yes, Erin. Erin, you are a rock star. You have like 7 people, I think, already for your Amazon reviewers. So good for you. That is amazing. Really excited for that. Okay, so I'm going to nerd out a little bit today and talk about energy and quantum physics, but I promise it's going to be in a very simplified way. I actually just posted about this, and it relates to this idea of when we are in the energy of someone who has already achieved the result that we're wanting, our path gets accelerated. So I was going to ask first, what do you think accelerates your path to get to your desire? Being in the energy of someone who's already achieved the result. And I'm going to read a little bit more about this M field theory as we go in. So, as we go along in this training here, but I want to hear from you. As we talk about speed and acceleration, what do you think accelerates the path to your desire? I want to hear from you here. And if you haven't gotten your coffee yet and it's quiet, I know I started like a couple minutes early. I see some people joining now. I am really liking this new makeup though, just as a side note. I found this girl on YouTube and I'm really liking it. And I'm loving this ring light, so it all works out. Let me know. What are you thinking helps to accelerate your path to a desire, a goal? We talked about focus, about aligning your focus, and it's like having a dart that you are aiming for that target. You have a goal, you have a desire. We talked about that on last week. But I want to hear from you. Don't be shy. There's no wrong answer. There really isn't a wrong answer. We're just here having fun together. And I am making sure that everybody can hear me. So I always want to make sure that this is working, these Bluetooth headphones here. Okay. So for the sake of time, I'm going to give you some of the answers. So if you haven't already gotten your pen and paper out or get your computer out, be distraction free. I'm here to be of service. This is kind of a hot seat coaching situation too. If you have something that you're struggling with specifically, even if you're watching the replay, put it in the comments because I am here to help navigate and guide however I can during this time together. So, what accelerates the path? Number one, being in the energy of people who have already achieved the result. And actually, let's go into this now. I'm going to read this to you as people probably jump on here. So, this M field theory, M stands for magnet, is this theory that talks about the fact that, or let me just read it here. So, based on the idea that individuals are influenced by the energy of the people around them, right? So, your environment. We know this through epigenetics as well, that we used to think that our genes were responsible for disease, but now we've seen through the study of epigenetics that it's really our environment I think it's about 95% of disease can be traced back to either our internal environment or, the external environment that we're in. So this makes sense. It suggests that being in the presence of someone who's achieved a specific result or mastered a certain skill helps others achieve similar outcomes. Hi, Tara. Tara, you're going to love this. So, a couple things here. Why is this true? So when others are in close proximity to this person, they actually studied this in Alcoholics Anonymous, that when people were recovered and they were in these groups, these AA groups, there was this M field, there was this resonance that showed other people that they could be sober too. And there was that belief. So that's one of the things that is happening here. So there's a resonance effect. When others are in close proximity to this person, physically, emotionally, or even virtually, right, like us here, they begin to tune into that energy, almost like a tuning fork. Similar to how a tuning fork vibrates, when it encounters a frequency that's in alignment, people in this field may start to align their own energy with that achieved result. 2, belief in possibility. So being around someone who succeeded shifts our belief. Like, oh my gosh, that person has earned 10K months, 20K months. It allows our subconscious mind to get on board that's possible, right? So if you want to do a TED Talk and you see someone in your network also doing a TED Talk, it subconsciously is like, oh my God, wow, look, that person did it. I can do it too. Anchoring into the belief in possibility. And then it's something called field amplification. So this is not just about proximity to one person. When you're in a group of people, groups of people collectively align toward a specific goal, create a stronger field, amplifying the effects for everyone involved. This is why high performing teams can achieve remarkable results. And we're going to come back to this later. That is just one example, because I know everybody's like, oh, energy is woo woo. No, this is quantum physics. This is something that has been studied. So think about that. Being in close proximity to people who have already achieved the result helps you accelerate the path. I always say, think about the TSA line. I know a lot of us probably traveled I know I didn't, but you traveled for the holidays as an example. Do you have TSA pre-check? Or are you on that long line where you have to wait? And I don't want to wait. I'm like, I will pay the $85 for the 5 years or whatever to accelerate my path. And I'll call myself out. You guys have heard me say this. For the first 7 years of my business, I was like, nope, I'm not hiring a coach. I'm not going to do it. I'm fine. I can figure this out. And I paid in other ways. So I was trying to DIY. I was trying and spending all this time on low return on energy tasks that weren't actually moving the needle to bring in more clients and cash flow. And I know that's what you all want. You're all quiet. Let's get some caffeine. Come on, let's go. Who's excited today? Or is it just not showing the comments? I have no idea. But that is how you start accelerating the path, is by hiring coaches, being in the energy of people who have achieved that result and learning from them, soaking it up like a sponge. Another way, I'm just looking at my notes here, is by doing exactly what we talked about on module 1, aligning the energy. So that focus. Today we're talking about speed, power, momentum. I want you to think of a baseball pitcher. If he just goes like that, just like that, throws the ball, it's not even going to hit the plate. It's not going to hit the target of where he wants it to be. And so if we're showing up to our business, again, this is very subtle energetics. We don't even realize that, we're lacing our business with this energy. If we're showing up and we're like, hey, yeah, hi, I'm here. Yeah, I'm burnt out. Oh, had a really rough weekend. Or we're genuinely excited and we bring enthusiasm to our business. What a different energy. So we're talking about speed. And by this, I mean particles of energy. When you think of a high vibration, that essentially means that The energy can act in two ways, either as a particle and matter or as a wave and energy. Energy is very light. Matter is like, I think of a bowling ball. When we're looking at, oh, my physical reality, this is what's, I'm looking at the physical aspect of my business right now, and I don't have any clients and nothing's working out for me. And we have that energy versus plugging into infinite possibilities and focusing our energy upward into the quantum field of infinite possibilities. Again, very different results. So this is how you accelerate the path. When you have energy, when you bring that vitality to your business, that's a high frequency. That means the energy is moving very quickly. When you're stuck and you're looking at, oh, I don't have anything, and looking at the lack and the scarcity, the energy is very dense. And so it probably takes you a long time to move from idea to implementation, right? So I've heard a lot of you say in this group, and thank you so much for sharing, by the way. You've said things like, I get really excited, and then it's almost like a balloon gets deflated, right? Like, I'm not seeing the results, the clients aren't coming in, I'm not getting any hits on my offers. And again, this comes down to two things. It's energetic, or it might be something strategic. Like, I know Ashley Sullivan, you had shared some of the things that you were seeing in your physical reality in your business. And from what I can feel and see, your area of opportunity comes down to module one, part of it, right? The focus. If you're talking to everybody and you are not focused on the who and your niche and who you're serving, it's not going to be strong when you go to put that messaging out there, because people are going to be like, oh, is that for me? Is that for someone else? When you are clear on your soul gifts, on your magnetic messaging, on who your dream client is, and you're in alignment with that, and you're speaking from your soul and your unique blueprint, when you speak, people are going to come in for you because they know there's that resonance, right? They're aligning to you. They know that when you speak out about the clients that you work with, of course they're going to buy your offer, because it's like, that's me, right? We want people raising their hand and being like, yes, that is me. This is the result I want. So often, and I'm going to talk about energetic misalignment here, how this shows up is we're not clear. Kind of talked about this on module one. We're not clear on who we're serving. Our energy's scattered. We're trying to do all the things in our business. We're trying to control everything. And our focus is on physical reality and the lack. Today, I want to help you plug into infinite possibilities for your business. And that is going to accelerate your results. When we are focused on the infinite possibilities, and Tiffany had asked a really good question. I want to go to it and say specifically, she said, okay, how do I find more opportunities like this? Meaning, when I had posted in the Facebook group about the fact that I just randomly did that, the Sermo, it was like a New Year's resolution post. I felt it in my heart. I was like, why not? I'm going to go share. Hey, I could win. You never know. I think what really stood out to them was the energy, was the enthusiasm. And I'll tell another quick story about this, how energy and enthusiasm leads to, and alignment leads to abundance. What I would say to you, Tiffany, is plug into infinite possibilities. So it's not about finding, we're not looking in our physical environment being like, where are these opportunities? First, we plug in to the field of infinite possibilities and look up and anchor into that energy. And then we can keep our eyes peeled and say, oh, this feels aligned, right? Like, that's what I did. I do a lot of this internal work where I'm plugging into those infinite possibilities, and then boom, I see something come through. It resonates with my soul. It feels in alignment with that Sermo opportunity. I was like, yeah, why not? Boom. This happened again in I think, oh, I did what's it called? Like a giveaway. I had participated in a giveaway and there were like 1,000 comments and I won. It was back in the fall, right before the retreat. Because I said, I also had an intention. I said, I want to give these gifts. It was like hydration packs and all these different things, like beauty items. And I was like, I want to give this to my retreat attendees. So when money has a focus, when you have a focus and an intention for where this abundance is going to flow, what are you going to use it for? It unlocks something and it's a very powerful frequency. So that's what I would say is, Tiffany, so many of us, right? We're looking at the physical reality. And I had shared about this in the Telegram, and I'm going to share about it again here. An atom is 0.0001% physical and 99.999% energy. So often we're just looking at our physical reality being like, oh, lack, scarcity, the clients aren't here, the ideas aren't here, the connections. How do I find these things versus I'm going to choose to plug into the field of infinite possibilities and focus on energy so that the opportunities, the connections find me. That's a lot different, a lot less effort, and things just flow. I swear to God, I don't know where this stuff comes from. All of the abundance and the things that drop in for me. I get random surveys that are paid. I get all of these. I don't look for it. It comes to me. And so that is the power of this work. So I wanted to share a little bit about that too, to just describe a little bit more about the energy, right? Today we're talking about speed, acceleration. I want to just make sure I'm not seeing any comments here. I want to just go on Facebook and make sure that you guys aren't commenting because I am just not seeing. All right, I see Marlene here. I am not seeing, hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, because can you hear me? Is anybody watching? Because I don't see any comments here. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna keep going because why not? Okay. Maybe you guys need your coffee. You need some more caffeine today. The other quick story that I'll share that has to do with this specific instance that we're talking about speed, acceleration, bringing enthusiasm to your work. I got again, just I don't know where this opportunity came from, but this MHA business summit that I'm going to be going and speaking at, it's a 50-minute 50-minute presentation that I am doing. It's a breakout session down in Orlando in March. Don't know, somebody dropped my name and I got the opportunity. It is my first four-figure talk and I'm super excited about it. And before I got that four-figure incentive, my contact there was like, oh, this is what you're going to get, blah 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 blah. I said, okay, like what is my, like I didn't even get a chance to let you know what my speaker fee is, because he said I could have like all expenses paid. It was like they're paying for the flight, the hotel, shuttle, da 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 da, all that stuff. But I said, I'm like, well, what about my speaker fee? Because I have a child and I want to make sure that my husband has plenty of support and all of that. And he wrote back, he's like, I'm going to champion for you to get paid for this because I just love your enthusiasm. I love your energy. And another instance was I am a podcast host, and the reason why they picked me, it's an international company, MD for Lives. They were like, "Hey, we love your enthusiasm." So it just goes to show that when you bring energy, enthusiasm, that high vibrational energy to your business, you get opportunities, you get alignment, you get abundance. So I think that that's important. I want to share tangible, specific things with you that you can take and say, oh, okay, this is how this all translates, right? Because it's easy to talk about concepts, but to physically have stories and to see examples over and over again, it helps your brain to have that belief as well. So again, I am not seeing any comments here. So I am just making sure that you guys can see me, that you can hear me. Oh, perfect. Okay, it's just not showing up. That is so weird. Okay, sorry about that. It's showing up on here. Yes. Okay, now I see it. So weird that I'm okay. I do see your comments here, so I'm just going to keep this pulled up as well. Again, we're rolling with it, right? I'm not like, oh my God, I failed, blah, blah, blah. Nope, not doing that. We're all in together. Okay, so I wanted to see your comments of what you thought accelerated the path. So I am going to go back here. Thank you for your patience. Yes, we can hear you. Cool. Okay, so I see Janet, Marlene, Erin. Mm, but I can't see all the comments. So, okay. Oh, we are just gonna, like I said, we're just gonna roll with it and just see what happens. Maybe if I click on it here. Oh, okay. How do we bring the energy to the virtual world? Tips and tricks, opportunities everywhere. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. The need to survive confident. Okay, I'm gonna, yeah, proximity with people that have been where you are. Yep, I'm excited. We have nasty weather, so Wi-Fi. Yes, exactly. I know. I hear you, Tara. Keep the sports analogies going. Okay, I've been invited to speak. Sometimes I'm afraid they are spam. Okay, so that's your doubt coming in. So explore it. What's the worst that's going to happen? Just be like, hey, yeah, sure. Let's chat about it. I don't even answer. Marlene, you're sabotaging yourself. Just answer. What's the worst that's going to happen? Okay. So Erin asked a really good question. How do we bring this energy? Okay, so you freeze, Marlene. So we're going to talk about probably tomorrow. We're going to go through different nervous system reactions of fight, flight, freeze, or complete shutdown. I did today before this meeting. Look, the energy is already moving for you. It's your opportunity to take the step, even if you're scared, even if the evidence isn't there, right? The even if. Because in order to create a new reality, we need to step into the unknown. We need to be able to, that's actually, this ties in perfectly to Erin's question. How do you translate this energetic work into physical reality? Is number one, I'm going to do a practice with you shortly on how to do this, how to anchor into the field of infinite possibilities to be able to see things in your physical reality. But you need to step beyond your comfort zone. Your comfort zone's here. This is all familiar. This is all the things and the behaviors and the identity and the embodiment that you've been practicing for decades. If you want different results, you have to step outside your comfort zone. You have to be able to walk step by step out of the fear, because guess what happens when you walk outside of this comfort zone? That's how you tap into infinite possibilities. And you don't wait for the physical results. You don't wait for the clients. You don't wait for the income to do it. You don't wait for the confidence. You just, Tara's really great at this. She just pushes herself and makes herself do it. So there, of course, are nervous system techniques that I can teach you on how to get out of freeze. You know you're in freeze when it feels like you really want to move forward and it's like one foot's on the gas and one foot's on the brake. You just are paralyzed. And again, we did this the other day. You can just shake out, create some of that mobilizing energy, shake out your hands and feet, and just anchor into the truth. Maybe you even write out your fears. These are the fears that I have. Then on the other side of the paper, you write, all right, what's the truth? What is going to happen if I answer these people and it is a scam or it is spam? Okay, move on. They don't have your social security number. You're not going to die. You're okay. So you have to be able to have the energetic components, right? The nervous system work to be able to be with these feelings and to take those steps forward, but also linking arms with people and support and accountability and a community that is right there with you. Because guess what? If you're in this little bubble, this little comfort zone, you're never going to grow into who you're meant to be. And it's so easy to convince yourself, like, I can do this by myself. Like I said, that was me. Or I'm good, or I'll figure this out. Do you want the quick line, the TSA line, or do you want the slow line where you're waiting behind like 50 people? I know I don't. I hire coaches too to accelerate my path, right? My time is precious. I don't want to waste time trying to DIY, trying to figure it out myself. I'm not doing it so that I can be present with my daughter because that's what's important to me. So, okay, let me know your thoughts here. This is awesome. Okay, so misalignment pieces, let's go into that. We kind of highlighted some of this already. So, misalignment with speed and acceleration shows up with trying to do it all yourself, focusing on low return on energy tasks like messing around with Canva, or I always use the example of, right, how we got in here into this Facebook group. Telegram wasn't working for me. And as an example, even trying out this new ring light, if the ring light didn't work, I would have just been like, all right, well, I'm going to use my old ring light. I'm not going to sit here and try to figure it out and spend and waste all this time. So, what is getting in the way from idea to implementation for you? Is it your nervous system response where you're getting paralyzed in fear and you're freezing up and you procrastinate and you hide and all of those things? It's going to be different for each person here. Another way that this shows up, the misalignment, is what we talked about before. You're not seeing results yet, and you're letting your balloon get deflated. So I'll use another metaphor. You're really excited. I call it like the balloon of excitement. You're, blowing up this balloon. You're getting the divine downloads. You're ready to execute, and you get one or two no's, and you let your excitement balloon deflate. And it's like, oh, right? What do? We lose that excitement. We lose the energy when what you need to do is lean in and say, okay, we're going to pivot, we're going to delegate, automate, eliminate. What do I have to do here in order to stay focused on my path, to keep this energy, to keep this momentum going? So I'm going to tell a couple of just stories. That is me. Yep. And that's okay because we're here to shift this. And I see some more people joining here. So I have to keep looking at, for some reason, the comments aren't showing up on my phone. But again, what am I doing? I'm not crying over it. I'm not canceling it. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to look over here. It's fine. Okay. So stories of how this shows up, where we lose speed, where we let the excitement balloon get deflated. So I had a client who had a big fear of rejection. And if someone said no to an offer, she would let it stop her in her tracks, and she would make it mean all of these things about her. Like, oh my gosh, no one wants my services. I'm not worthy. See, look, this is all playing out again. She had a lot of unworthiness and lack of self-belief in her ability to call in clients that wanted to pay her for her services. And it was really a deeper wounding of being rejected in childhood. A lot of our protective patterns are from early childhood experiences that we've had over and over and over again. So from birth to age 7, that is when your subconscious blueprint is mapped out and created. So if you tend to hide, as an example, that's your protective mechanism, there are probably things that happened throughout your life that led to you going to complete shutdown and hiding because you want to avoid rejection, you want to avoid criticism, or you have fear of failure, or whatever that might be. But if you do that, no one can see you. No one can hire you because they don't know you're there to help them. So we worked together and we did some of this deeper work, the deeper inner work together. And she started to see that when it was aligned, when there was a true soul alignment, that it was easy. So it's almost like dating. I want you to think of like if you're ever on a dating app and someone just ghosts you, right? Okay. Like what I would say from a higher perspective is, all right, it's not in alignment or they're not ready or whatever it is. I'm going to go find and calibrate and align to the clients that are ready. But in order to do that, Erin, this is answering your question. We have to be certain of who we're looking for. Who is your dream client? I work with people who are respectful, kind, all in, ready to take action, self led. Those are the people I want to work with, and I put that out there. So it's okay if someone's not ready or if they say no or whatever it is. No, not right now, because the door, maybe they'll be ready 6 months from now. That's okay too. We have to take the story out of people saying no and not make it mean anything about us. There's a really powerful book called The Four Agreements, and it's all about not taking things personally. That's one of the agreements. So we have to not give our power away, but instead stay aligned with, okay, that person said no, that's one person. Remember tapping into infinite possibilities. There are 8 billion people on this planet. So you just get your alignment arrows back and you say, okay, I'm not going to focus on that person. We're going to bless and release. And instead, we're going to focus on the other people that are on your prospect list. And you should definitely have some kind of Excel sheet or something with any people that have expressed interest in any of your programs. Because then you can follow up with them, then you can invite them on trainings, then you can provide value and grow the relationship and all of those things. So it's okay. We're just shifting our belief to get into alignment with this is the type of person that I want to work with. And I think now is the time. Let's go into a quick practice to do this together. So I want you to just close your eyes with me here. Grounding, putting your feet on the ground. Imagining that you have this brilliant golden light in the center of your chest. This is your purpose, why you're here, and just starting to see that golden light circulate, getting bigger and brighter, allowing your light to shine. And in your mind's eye, I want you to envision a symbol that represents your purpose in this lifetime. Maybe it's a key, an infinity symbol, a heart. Just allow that to come through your intuition right now. Seeing this bathed in beautiful golden light. Your unique soul gifts, your unique abilities, owning every part of you. The parts of you that want to hide, the protective parts, the strengths that you lead with, all the life lessons. See that symbol getting brighter. And I want you in your mind's eye with your awareness to move that energy, that symbol up through the crown of your head, up, 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 past your house, past your state, all the way up into the quantum field of infinite possibilities. And as this symbol gets higher and higher, you feel a lightness. You feel an expansion. You see that symbol get bigger, and it's plugging into a star with your name on it. This star represents your truth, your purpose. Seeing those two images merge, the star and whatever symbol you see. Getting into alignment with why you're here, the bigness of who you came here to be, and unlocking infinite possibilities. Seeing golden light all around these two images and opening up to receive. Opening up to receive the opportunities, the clients, the speaking opportunities, whatever's on your heart. Letting go of any fear, just feeling that drain through the soles of your feet. Knowing that this is just part of your brain and body that's trying to protect you. And we can just let that go. And starting to see, as you're in infinite space here, all of these stars start to light up around you. Maybe you see your physical body up in this space just going around and starting to focus on these amazing opportunities that are waiting for you in 2025. Not needing to know how they're going to drop in or when. Focusing your energy here and now on these possibilities. Feeling your heart expand, feeling your brilliance expand, touching even more souls this year through speaking, writing, Zoom calls, whatever it is. Seeing that light shine. Breathing this in, feeling the energy of excitement, of possibility, of certainty. And bringing this all back down, bringing the symbol, bringing the star back down into this physical reality, letting it land in your heart, integrating everything that we just did here, allowing it to be easy. And then slowly opening your eyes. And letting me know what you saw, what was in your vision. How did you feel? So in quantum physics, our thoughts are the electron, our feelings are the magnet, and we create our energy, our electromagnetic frequency with those two things. So electromagnetic, electron, magnet. So if we want to use our energy to draw things into our experience, we need to be focusing into the infinite possibilities, right? Not just focusing on the here and now, the lack, the scarcity, the I'm not enough, the I'm not, all of that. We're not bypassing it. We're just choosing to align our energy. So I want to hear from you as I check Facebook here. And hopefully I'm not missing any comments. If I am, I will definitely go back and help you. Okay. Just making sure I'm not missing anything here. Let me know. You guys are quiet. Everybody was like all ready to go on day one. Let's go. So infinity sign on my bracelet. Oh, beautiful. Very bright. Beautiful. That stands for trust the process, embrace the journey. And letting go of control. Because in order to expand, we have to take the pressure off of ourselves. The pressure to be perfect, the pressure to have it all figured out, the pressure to control every part of the journey. Because when we operate from that space, it's like having a shield in front of you. We can't receive. So if we really want to receive blessings and miracles and opportunities, we can plug in all we want to the infinite possibilities, but we have to be able to receive it. Just like Marlene was saying, she, you have to take action. Symbol I saw was my business symbol. Ah, just beaming across the world. Yes. Oh, that's so beautiful. So this is how we start accelerating results. We show up with enthusiasm. We take scary action, messy action, right? And I wasn't actually sure if I was going to share this today, but I am just feeling so excited about this that I'm just going to share it today. And then if you're interested in this, you have to DM me to get the link. But if you want to accelerate your path, we talked about this with the M field theory. You have to be in spaces and in alignment with people that have already achieved the result that you're wanting. And so that is why I have created Aligned, Abundant, and All In. So it's this frequency of being all in using these four qualities of energy. So focus, speed, power, momentum. Creating a vortex in your energy in 2025 to unlock and activate all levels of your business. So, this is a brand new 6-month mastermind that I have created that literally just dropped in recently for me. And we're going to be going through, really, we've just scratched the surface here. And I know it's only module 2, but we're going to be going levels deeper into how to energetically and strategically get into pristine alignment with your soul to tap into infinite possibilities. So that exercise we just did in 5 minutes, like that's just one one hundredth of what we're going to be doing in this program. And it's the 4 C's. So close proximity with me, content, community, and coaching. So if you are all in on your business to get into alignment, to activate abundance, to experience confidence, certainty, and conviction on all levels, then this is for you. There are limited spots for this because this is going to be a very intimate container with close proximity to me. So you're going to be getting all of my VIP content. So Pristine, Ascension Collection, Elevate Healers Academy, Confident Client Attraction. You get access to this VIP content vault. And then we're also going to be doing mastermind calls. So every other week, we are going to meet to truly practice embodying the version of you that is already earning 10K months, that is, or 20K, or whatever your goal is. And that is how we accelerate the path, is by truly embodying the frequency and the behaviors and the thoughts and the belief of the person who's already got those results. And so if you're all in, I am all in to give you this access and close proximity access to link arms with me to skyrocket your results this year. So there are a limited number of spots for this. It's by application only, so I might as well just share the link. I'll share the link after I get off the live here. But I'm so excited for this because not only are you going to be getting the content, community, and coaching, but you're also going to get a free ticket to any workshop that I have, because usually I have paid workshops all throughout the year, as well as free BOGO tickets to my fall retreat, which I'll probably be having in September. So those are the fast action bonuses. If you are all in and you're ready to activate all levels of your business this year, I highly recommend you apply. If you have questions, just drop into my DMs. I'll be available for the next little bit today until about like 11:30. So if you're interested, just say all in. That's all you have to do is drop into my DMs. And what was the other thing? Oh, and then I am going to mention it again. So, I'll post in the group as well. I'll post all about the details just because I know sometimes watching it and hearing about it versus actually seeing the details will help you just seal everything together. So I'm so excited for this. I can't wait to serve all of the women that are going to be drawn to this alignment experience truly, because I know that whenever I've worked with coaches that have already achieved the result that I'm wanting, things shift very quickly. And I've been able to launch the Healers in Healthcare conference, which called in $45,000 in revenue. I've been able to scale a seven-figure business. I've been able to create a business where I work 15 hours a week and I'm able to serve, last year I served the most clients I've ever served. And I say all this not to brag, but I say it to show what's possible. So if you're wanting that close proximity with me to accelerate your results, highly, highly recommend checking that out. So let me make sure that I am not missing anything else here. Day 3, we're going to be, or module 3, we're going to be talking about really more of the nervous system components and power. So we think about, I know, Erin, you were loving the analogy of like the baseball. So focus, speed, power. We have to have power, the wind up, before we go and put our offers out there or put our magnetic messaging or pitch an offer. So when you have more power and you're operating from a level of worthiness, I call this your high self-worth woman, and you really embody that frequency and that confidence, you're going to hear a lot less sales objections, a lot less, not right now, I'm not ready, blah, 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 blah. When you're truly a stand for someone and you are owning the hell out of your prices and you have the magnetic messaging that's in alignment with the clients that are ready to work with you, those objections aren't going to exist. I promise you. So yeah, I am excited to dive into that. And yeah, I cannot wait to see you on the next module. Like I said, I have to go check out the schedule. I think it was either tomorrow or Thursday, but anybody watching the replay, let me know if you have questions on this about speed, acceleration, or focus. And let me actually check out the homework because that's what I'm missing. There is a homework assignment today. So let me go back into my document here. Okay. So I know I had it. Okay. So what low return on energy tests are you releasing? So this could be like, I'm done with doing the laundry instead of actually going and having sales conversations. I'm done with messing with Canva or trying to figure out my website or spending hours on tech stuff when I know I should really be focusing on things that move the needle in my business, like coming up with magnetic messaging or having sales conversations or networking, some of those things. So let me know. There is going to be a post in this group with the homework. It's going to be all nicely written out in a Canva image, so you can go ahead and let me know. All right. I will see you guys later. Bye.